Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one of you doing on this amazing Sunday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. Hope each and every one of you are doing great. And I hope you have a great weekend. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, try to help spread the message, help spread the word, that'd be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support me. The link is in the description of most of my videos. So what's up? Hope you're having a great weekend. Did a live the other day, it was great. And today we're going back to the can. Okay, this is Gravenhurst, AKA Fenbrook, AKA Beaver Creek. Now, this is a place that is near and dear to me, I guess you can say. Not literally, sarcastically, but some place that I know really well. This is a low medium slash minimum, aka camp, compound, which has both security classifications. Now the camp is next door. It has no fence. It's like condo buildings almost. And then the medium definitely has fences and patrolling and is a little bit higher in security, but you still cook your own food and you live a lot better there than you do in a lot of other places. Now, I spent a lot of time there and really rarely saw anything serious. I did see a dude catch a dirty $150. Like, he's just standing out in the yard, just chilling. Buddy runs up behind him. Cuts him from here to here. It was hanging open, man. White flesh. You could even see bits of his teeth through his cheek on this side. And the crazy part about it was like, he's like, is this bad? Is it bad? It's like, bro, yeah, it's pretty bad. And the funny thing is they were going to try and stitch it themselves and it would have gotten infected and crazy. He ended up having to go because he needed medical attention. Sometimes this is a reality, you know. You might not even want to. It might not even hurt that much, but infection is a reality, and certain things you can't overlook, like a little gash in your body or something. You can stitch that up, keep it clean with polysporin, soap and water and such, and you'll probably be all right. But something like this, you know, it's gonna maim you forever. You're gonna be looking like the Joker on half of your face. Not something you want to go through, so he had to go. That would be what I would say was the worst thing. You know, I've seen a dude smash a guy with a bocce ball. I've seen some fights there. I've been in some fights there myself. I got smashed in the head with a frying pan there. But not the place where typically you would hear about bad violence. Now, recently in December, somebody was killed there, man. Now, it's hard to find out information. You all know that the Canadian government does not release it, isn't open to releasing it. There's really no transparency. You get like a paragraph of information and that is it. So basically 31-year-old Leslie Ma, who was here from Alberta, was found with significant injuries, taken to a hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. He was serving a 9 or 10 year sentence for trafficking fenny. And no idea why he was in Ontario. Now, we can speculate, you know, why was he in Ontario? There's many reasons. Bed space is a possibility. Maybe being out here, doing something while you're out here, getting caught up, despite the fact all your family's out there, that is also a possibility. And then there's the possibility of running from out there. And you see that a lot, man, especially in the lower security places. Sometimes, you know, because of STG, guys join gangs and there's just nowhere for them to hide them. So they ship them out of province. The problem is, a lot of the time when they ship them out of province, these guys don't have any real backstory. They're just sent out and hopefully you make it out there. But the reality is, nobody wants their yard to start looking like a hideout camp. This is a fact. Now, I'm not accusing this person of that. He could have been perfectly innocent there because he got caught up here and just booyaka'd. But is a first degree, okay? Which means premeditated. And usually in a prison situation, right? A jail situation. You're not going to have premeditated. So clearly this is something different. Now, apparently the person who got arrested for it, a 54-year-old man, apparently is also from Alberta. I'm not sure if they know each other, if this is just a coincidence. You never know, right? Now, I'm not going to comment on the dude because this is an open case, so I don't want to comment on that. I'm just going to use this as an opportunity to explain to you guys the realities and the risks. You know, when you get caught up selling, right? Sometimes square dudes, man, guys that aren't really built like that, get caught up because maybe they start nipping down a little bit in their area, right? They start making cash more and more and more. They get a bit ahead of themselves and never really face any real challenges, maybe because of the neighborhood they're from. So when they do get caught up and they do end up going down, they're not really cut like that, right? But it's appealing for guys to join gangs or crews for protection, especially if they're scared deep down. The problem is when you join into those situations, your number is eventually going to be called and you're going to be expected to ride for the cause. And if you don't, then that anger, that frustration is going to be pointed towards you, and you yourself are going to be in a bad situation just because you wanted some friends. It's better off to be a lone wolf where you can be a lone wolf. We don't have a California run system here. It's not race politics hardcore down the middle. You can't talk to you. You can't. If you want to be a lone wolf, you can be. You just have to be prepared to stand up for yourself when something comes your way and not run to a group of people and expect for them to clean up your problems. The problem is, being in any kind of situation like that is 100% going to put you in with high-risk individuals. And what a lot of people don't realize, when you are caught up inside, a lot of the guys that you're dealing with are not like you. They are killers. They are murderers, rapists, armed robbers, you know? And a lot of the time, you don't really know the individual. He may come across to you as the nicest, calmest person. But what a lot of people fail to realize is, yes, they could be the nicest, calmest person. And you may really like them and think they're a great guy. But what happens when these guys specifically get angry? What happens if they feel like you violate them personally? They're going to act out and react much differently than the average person. And a lot of people on the inside fail to realize this. They get caught up with people that eventually end up scaring the crap out of them and then get them under their wings like a little marionette and send them running here and there like a crash test dummy because they're less scared of that than they are of this person. And I've seen that a gazillion times. Now, what else could it be? Could it be debt? 100%. It could always be debt. Debt is a reality. There's always going to be commerce. There's always going to be business, whether it's something as simple as getting your hair cut or hustling, bogey or dank or the harder stuff, right? There's always going to be commerce, and there's always going to be somebody willing to give you what you want up on the front. Now, you don't have to understand, though, that this is not a handout, and it's never going to be forgotten. So either you're prepared to just punk somebody and deal with the consequences that come with that and the violence that comes with that, or you have to pay them right away. And a lot of guys, man, their addictive personality and their fiending doesn't allow them to stop themselves. Like, I was a bad addict, man, but I was always smart enough not to run up a debt that I couldn't pay for. I did not want to have to destroy my name and run out of a joint. That is career-ending destruction, and you see tons of guys do it for dope, right? I knew a good guy, a good dude that I really like, man. He figured he could make a little bit of extra money selling junk in the Ville. The problem is, the guys that were giving it to him really didn't have any intention of him making money. So at the end of it all, he ended up owing a lot more money than he was originally told he would at the beginning. Ended up working for free, basically, and owing a huge chunk of money that he did not have. So what did he have to do? This good dude, man, he had to check in, right? Destroy his name. So it could be over that. You never know. That is always a chance that ends in violence. And then there's disrespect. And a lot of the time when you're in a place like Fenbrook, and I was there, man, there's a lot of guys that just believe that because you're there, nothing can happen or nothing will happen. Everybody there has got to be soft. That's why they're there, right? This is a soft joint. Nothing can happen there. And a lot of people get it twisted. People work down the system. There's a lot of guys that are just there because they gotta be so they have any chance of going home. But that doesn't mean they're any less serious than they were 4, 5, 6 years before, and they were in max or in a higher security situation. And a lot of guys think that guys' hearts, guys' craziness, psychopathy, sociopathy, any of that stuff goes away the older or more time they've been in because they want to go home. But this is not true, man. Some guys won't take disrespect on their last day. Out of principle, they'll put you down and go like this. So there's many things that we can use this as an opportunity to talk about, because Canadian prisons are soft, right? This is one of the last places you ever expect somebody to get cooked at. One of the last places. I mean, you pretty much have everything there. If you have a girlfriend or a woman, you will get your conjugal visits every 5 or 6 weeks, okay? Real food, steaks, all that kind of stuff, right? You live in a real situation with a better mattress, better situation than any other place in Ontario federally, okay? You cook your own food. You're in a room, not a cell. So for something like this to happen there's got to be something deep, right? It's got to be personal, because the likelihood of you getting away with something in a place like that is slim to nil, because it is full of rats and snitches. Open rats and snitches. And believe me, word gets around in there faster than anywhere. Fast like the internet, man. You know, something happens over here and within 30 seconds, boom, these guys know, despite the fact that there's no direct communication. Just the way it is. Word gets around real fast, and when it gets around, it gets broken. So I'm sure we'll never find out, because we all know, right? They don't like to follow up on these things. A post-mortem was supposed to be done to see the actual cause of death. But significant injuries to me is either bad stab wounds or blunt force trauma from either stomping or like a pipe or something. Either way, it's a horrible situation, and it's the worst way to end your life, man. Like beside a toilet, alone, no family, no friends, no support, no nothing. And I could imagine how this person felt in that situation. Now, I don't know what he did. He could be a total goof, right? He could have been. He could have been a totally bad person with severely bad charges and just somebody I feel no pity for. But at the end of the day, when you think about those last minutes of his life, do you ever want to be in that circumstance? Looking up on a foot coming down on your face with somebody with no mercy. Because that's what you come across a lot of the time. No mercy. Somebody who will just boot your face in until it's exploded all over the place. No mercy unless somebody stops them. Let's take this as an opportunity to not get locked up. Let's do that. It is not worth it, man. It is not. I don't care how gangster you are. I don't care how tough you are, how prepared you are to ride out and die out. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. That's not important. Life in there is so empty and small. There's very little going on. You know, just a routine, and the same boring fucking routine day after day after day. And sometimes it leads to people snapping like this in a situation where you ain't getting away with it. You have accepted your fate. Believe me, I did years there. You ain't getting away with it. I got in fights there. I got in one fight there that I got away with because my range was actually good. The guys on my block were actually good. But the one fight I got out in the yard, like that, word was there. We were in the washroom cleaning up, and boom, feds are right there. So, why? What would make somebody break like that? Like, you're uncomfortable living in this place, as comfortable as you can be. So what? Personal, baby. Telling you, it's personal. Obviously, I share my stories with you guys, so you guys don't have to go through these things yourselves. If I can snap my finger, nobody's inside. Nobody's addicted. Nobody has to deal with these issues, this trauma. That's what I do, but that's not a reality, especially in 2023, baby. That is not a reality. It's hard. Ribs is touching. People are hungry. Stuff's more expensive now. People are making less in terms of the overall percentage with inflation. And some people are struggling. And sometimes that's going to put you in a situation to do things that could get you caught up. Well, my videos will hopefully prepare you for that and prepare you so you don't fuck shit up when you get in there and make everybody's life miserable and come in and fuck the energy up and put yourself at risk unnecessarily. I'm not sure what the situation was in Fenbrook in this case. And I'm not sure what could have been done differently. But I guarantee you something different could have been done. There's never typically something like this for no reason. You know, typically there is a cause. And this is the result, the consequence to those actions. So I would say hopefully rest in peace, you know. Hopefully this man's family is okay, whether he has kids, a wife, mother, father, I don't know. And hopefully for the other guy's case, if he's innocent, he's off of that too. And this is, you know, just a setback before he's able to get back out and get moving on with his life. And if he's guilty, I don't know what to say. I'm not even going to have an opinion in that case. But we'll wait. We'll see what happens. But just use this as a message of no. It proves that nowhere in the system is truly safe. Nowhere can they really protect you. So you might make a minor mistake. Something that to you seems like nothing, but to somebody else is end of the world disrespect. Don't even take the chances. Don't even take the risk. Don't even put yourself in the situation. Be selfish. Turn your life around and live like a straight job. I'm telling you, man. I lived that way for a long time and it was stressful all the time, man. All the time, looking over your back, looking over your shoulders. And then all the other time in the can. Total waste of time. If you could please hit that like button, subscribe button, and that bell notification button, that'd be amazing. Love each and every one of you. The new Matt Clark.